Hey, welcome back everybody. This is game 2 of Sparkyz versus eSTRO, and here we're going to have Type B against SangHo. SangHo, the other player for eSTRO that really performed well last season. He actually had a 61% win rate overall last season, which is particularly impressive just because he's overall 41% lifetime. So SangHo playing particularly well last season and was really one of the glimmers of hope for eSTRO. So they're really going to be relying on him to continue to perform well this season. So to start off here, we have got Type B as the brown Zerg in the southeast position, and we are going to have SangHo as the purple Protoss in the southwest position, and this map is Glaive.
Yeah, it's exciting for me. The last time I saw Type B was on this map, and I believe that was an under 10-minute map, or a match at least. So
it was definitely quick. Yeah, it was against Air Force Ace, maybe Go Rush, I think, for Air Force Ace. I think Type B might have solidified that map too. Got the win in the last set of that.
So we'll see if maybe some familiarity recently with this map will pay off, even though it is he's versing a Protoss this time instead of a Zerg, so definitely a different strategy. It looks like SangHo has already found where Type B is not, so point goes to him, although Type B's Overlord is definitely headed in the right direction.
Right, yeah, and it looks like SangHo's just going for a pretty typical Forge First Fast Expand here, while it looks like Type B is going for, I think that was just an Overpool. So might be able to get a little bit of Zergling pressure on, but at the very least he's going to, probably force SangHo to build a couple of cannons to defend against the Zerglings early on. SangHo will be scouting out Type B's base now. This is a 3-player map, and actually kind of surprised to see a ZVP on this, just because, just looking at the stats, it looks like there's a huge amount of Terran versus Terran and not that much of anything else. With all of the Terran versus Terran matches that were going on in this map, it's surprising to see neither of these players being a Terran, right? Anyways, that was a slick little move by Type B to hide his hatchery drone so that SangHo wasn't able to harass it while he was putting it down. It looks like, I think that was one cannon so far going down. Yeah, that is one cannon right now, and it looks like just 4 lings coming towards the front door of SangHo, and I think that cannon is going to be just in time. Type B choosing to keep 2 of those lings in his base, actually brought back all of them to finally deal with this probe scout.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not going to put any pressure on early, that's definitely going to give SangHo time to solidify that expansion. So be kind of worried about that, but I guess Type B probably knows what he's doing, but with SangHo having already scouted most of the map, and Type B hasn't even visited SangHo's base yet. It's kind of a...
Yeah, I think his Overlord, maybe it got turned away by that cannon. I don't think so. It probably got into that base. Maybe it's there. It's hard to say on the minimap, but really interesting. Type B going for a 3rd expansion very far away. I think that's over in the natural expansion of the other start position, the one that's not being used right now in the north. So really far away from his own base.
I think that's a good move. I think that with SangHo knowing where he's going to be at, that would be probably one of the last expansions he would check. He's going to check the natural,
right?
And if he doesn't see one at least the natural, he's going to think, well, maybe he hasn't pushed out of his base yet.
I mean, he does have his natural expansion down now, so that is his 3rd base up there. And actually, that probe is going over there right now. He might be able to see it. He's going. Yes, he is. Ooh, I'm pretty sure he saw that. He turned away, I think, right as he saw it. So he is aware about that. So Type B might be in a little bit of trouble if SangHo can get some early Zealots and Dragoons up there. He might be able to do some damage to that base and maybe even take it out before any reinforcements can arrive. But still, so far, he's playing this pretty standard in Protoss versus Zerg. He's going for his Stargate and about to get a couple of Corsairs and maybe do a little bit of Overlord hunting. We're seeing a Hydralisk down now, so I'm thinking that this might be Yeah, actually, he hasn't teched a lair at all. I thought he had already started his lair at his base, so this is going to be a lurker rush, I'm imagining. This is going to be a 3-base lurker rush. So, yeah, I was thinking when I saw that Hydralisk down that he already had his lair well on the way, and that it was going to be one of those 3-hatchery Spire into mass Hydras, 5-hatch Hydras after that. But it looks like he hasn't gone for lair at all, which is a really interesting play. He's going to try to use some lurkers early and see what he can do, finish off this match.
Yeah, we saw SangHo go for a few more gateways there. It looks like he might be going for some more Zealots or Dragoons. It looks like he does not have the speed goons yet.
Yeah, he's still waiting on that tech, but I do imagine that at this point he probably would have put down a Reaver, a robotics facility if he's going to go for Reavers, so it's looking like he will probably stick to Templar tech, although I still haven't seen that Citadel of Dune. And of course not the Templar Archives, because you need the Citadel of Dune. But already we're seeing a little bit of pressure coming from Type B with his early Zerglings and Hydralisks, and he's taking some pot shots at that front door. He does lose one Overlord to that Corsair, but he's chasing it away with his Hydralisk. If he's able to snipe off this Corsair, which he might be able to do, not quite. SangHo's on top of that, but still, he's going to be able to take some shots at this gateway, and there's really not much that those Zealots and Dragoons can do until he gets, at least Zealot speed, I would imagine, or even just some more numbers right now, but I don't think he's going to be able to outproduce Type B off of 3 bases and I think 4 hatcheries. Yeah, and it looks like right now he's going to go for it. He's going for a cannon break. Oh no, he is just going to snipe that one cannon and then back off, but SangHo is not happy with this. He's pushing in with his Zealots and Dragoons, trying to clear out this task force of Hydralisks that Type B has.
And I think he sent him a brief message, and don't mess with me, and I'll be back.
Pretty much a stalemate, though. No clear winner. Both people losing a little bit of forces, but one cannon going down is sort of important. If he just gets enough Hydralisks to get out there, ooh, and he takes down the Corsair. Just a few more Hydralisks, and he will be able to break down that second cannon, and then that front door will be basically open, and that is a lot of Hydralisks swarming in right now.
Yeah, he might have been thinking lurkers, but I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. He's not going to get lurkers if he doesn't have a lair, obviously. So as far as I can tell, he still doesn't have any
tech,
any lair. Maybe he's now putting it up, but he's just massing Hydras right now, and he's going to go for another break of that front door. It's maybe 2 control groups of Hydralisks against only maybe 6 or 7 Dragoons, and he's taking out almost all of the Dragoons. Only 2 goons left, a couple of reinforcements. He takes down the cannon as well, and all of the Dragoons are dead. Now he has completely surrounded this natural expansion.
SangHo says he's definitely doing a little retreat. He's giving up a little bit on the front door.
Well, yeah,
maybe he can snipe from the balcony.
Yeah, he decided he didn't want to completely lose it, so he started to pull those pros off the line to help defend, but there's just too many Hydralisks there. Type B's going to be able to push in. He's going to be able to take down this Forge probably, and that's going to slow down any cannon defense, although SangHo is getting the Templar Archives right now, but it's going to be a long time before he can get any high Templar with Storm, which is what he really needs right now. I guess some Dark Templar might be able to work out too, but that's a lot of probes going down. All of those probes from the natural expansion for sure are dead by now, and more Hydralisks just streaming in.
Yeah, it looks like Type B is just going to not give up or not let up on this pressure. Another gateway probably about to go down. I mean, that's 1 of 6, but if he just lost all those probes, I gotta say.
Yeah, he doesn't have the economy to support all these gateways right now for sure, but yeah, he doesn't have enough economy or forces to stop that push, and SangHo, GG's, Type B taking out set 2.
With brute force.
Yeah, a strong early Hydralisk push, all-in Hydralisk basically at off of 3 bases, and that's a crazy play. It's just bringing out an old school build and going all Hydralisk early on there. Awesome match by Type B, and that puts Sparkyz up 2-0 in this series, so good position against eSTRO right here.
We could be looking at one of your beloved sweeps, Kyle.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a couple more points in the in that game differential category, which is going to help us out. But anyways, I think next we have Harangi versus some guy I've never heard of. Action. Anyways, so Harangi action coming up next.